Oh, hey, friends. Hello, look at me streaming on a Tuesday. I've been actually really good with keeping with a schedule lately, so look at me go. Um, Hi, Bryce. Hi, Zach. Happy International Pancake Day. Happy IHOP Day. um, Hope everyone's having a good Tuesday. I had a decent day. It was busy, but it was good. Um, we're streaming extra today because I'm going on vacation in a couple days. So I wanted to get one more stream in before we go. And yeah, I want to try and finish some villager hunting today because we didn't find anybody on Sunday. So I've been properly shifting my time in the same day so we can still villager hunt today without having someone autofill. So I don't want to spend too much time yapping because I only have a couple hours. We have a lot of we got to get moving. So let's jump on over. Okay. There's that. Oh, I just remembered. I need to turn on you and you. And then I turn on you and you. There we go. Amazing. Okay. I just realized you can't even see my screen because it's gone quiet. Here we go. Let's do that. Actually, hang on. Give me 30 seconds. Let me fix this. Okay. There's that. There we go. Let's go over here. Okay, great. And yeah, if you are newer to streams and are just joining us today, so we are working on a Stardew Valley themed Animal Crossing island. And so we are, hi Quick Nova, happy Lunar New Year. Hi Chrissy. So we are working on a Stardew Valley themed Animal Crossing island, and we have a number of villagers that we are hoping to still get. I still need Quinn, Roscoe, Muffy, Leonardo, and Robin. Hi, Holly. Turtle Island, welcome in. Welcome in. So happy to have you if you're new here. I saw that, Nova, that they posted they're doing a special for the 20th anniversary of Hannah Montana, which is crazy. God, I'm old. I remember fighting tooth and nail for trying to get Hannah Montana tickets, and then we didn't get them. Like, I had joined Hannah Montana's, like, fan club, because if you were in the fan club, you were supposed to get, like, pre-sale. And my mom, like, spent an entire day trying to get me tickets back in my middle school days, and we never got tickets. I wanted to go so bad. So bad. Nowadays, I feel like that tour, that big tour that she did, would have been an arena tour, but it was, like, a normal-sized indoor stadium, so a lot less tickets. Oh, I would have loved to go. But yeah, so we still need 5-ish villagers. Let me get some Nook Miles. I'm very excited though, because after doing some sleuthing and some digging, I finally figured out where all of the custom patterns people have been using for their own Stardew Valley islands. Odds the island theme is gonna be Stardew Valley. So I like found the mother lode. It was kind of, I should have done better criteria searches to find them, because once I found one, I was like, oh, this shouldn't have been hard. But I found one person has made a ton of pro designs, and they're all in the ones that are usually where like the clothing is. So I still have a bajillion custom path patterns available. But look at this. And there's even a few I didn't get. I literally searched Pam and found and I found these. So I saved the I like favorited the artist and then went to go look at everything they had. And look at these. You've got the traveling cart, you've got the Secret Woods, and the Secret Woods had like 3 different seasons for it. You've got the museum. I've got Robin. These are just doors. Okay, the garage doors. We've got Harvey's, the sewer. I like Gevlin for George Evelyn. Hi, Candace. Peggy, my theme is Stardew Valley. A one for Elliot, some for Willie the Desert Trader. I don't know why I didn't search Desert Trader. And then a bunch for the, yeah. I don't know that I'll do these, but if I want to, I can just put them on the beach. And then Willie's, which I don't know how I'm gonna do, but then the full bus. And then I found this one for the greenhouse. But there's so many. And look, Gold Statue Lewis. And I still have room for more. And that didn't take up my pro designs. So I don't know why I took a Pam, but I did. And then they also had these. So this can be for the community center. They had the shipping crate. And a few of these were other ones too. But I feel like I have a really great foundation now to start with. Hi, Ray. Anyways, I'm so excited to use these. Especially the museum. There was one for the movie theater, which we might change JoJo to the movie theater because they didn't have some for JoJo. Anyways, I'm very excited about that. But today we are here to try and finish villager hunting for our 10th plot. And hopefully no one autofills. So let's see how this goes. Okay, I need to do the math on this though. 215 is definitely the wrong number. If we have 9 left there, then I've used 2 past. God, the math. Every time I say this, but the math to figure out what number of tickets I'm actually on is horrendous. Because I always had tickets in numbers of 10, but they give you 1 extra. So really this should be like, this should say 8. But then I've wasted 3 or 4 tickets accidentally. So that's where I'm trying to figure out if that 215 is correct. And my math is not mathing. I don't know, Holly. I hope so. I wasted 3? Okay. So I'm like, I don't know what the math is for that. I don't know why I can't figure it out, but my brain is not braining to try and, like, logically think through that. Like, am I, like, 1 or 2 short? And this is why I'm like, I don't have time for this. We're trying to find some people. I haven't done a villager hunt on a weekday in a minute, because usually I need to do it on weekends when I actually have time. Rather than like a hard, ideally 2-hour stream. Is that right? And I think that's where I'm struggling to like picture it in my brain on how this logically works. I see what you're saying. It's because we wasted 3. For some reason I was thinking you would add 3. Because we wasted them. Like if we hadn't wasted them, we would have 3 more tickets. Who knows? we're all just realizing I'm truly, truly bad at math. Hi, Autumn. Have I seen Sparrow before? I don't think so. Sparrow's kind of got a bob going on. A kind of FAB. That's at least where my brain goes. She had like a good FAB going on. So I want to count the tickets that I've actually used. Like actually used for islands. So then maybe you are right. Maybe it is 215, which now we're at 216. Catch up, thank you for the follow. Hi, Moon. Hang on, sorry. Chrissy, I do too. And that's the thing, I'm like, I don't know anything. The world's all a jumbled mess in my brain. I think we found Sterling last time. We like to say, and I don't disagree, that Sterling is Nox's cousin. Hi, Corgi. Sorry, I'm not chatting. I don't mean to, or I'm having a side work chat. Oh, it's another blue one. We know I love the blue ones. Jeremiah. See, I'm like, oh, he's even a cute little frog. Yes and no. I haven't packed. I haven't really thought about it. I have a very busy work week, so I'm basically, like, leaving for the airport right as the day ends, and I'm not taking off, like, the day before, so I'm basically, like, I'm running full steam ahead until I get on that plane. Hi, Cade! Hi, already. How are you? Who do we want to manifest for the most today? I know we want to manifest for all of them, but like, if we gotta manifest one. Last time we chanted for Quinn.
Hello. It's me.
Sid, we're looking for the remaining 5 villagers on screen. So we're doing a Stardew Valley themed island, and so we still need Quinn for the wizard, Roscoe for Sebastian, Muffy for Abigail, Leonardo for Lionel, and Robin for Robin. If I get Robin or Sebastian, then I think that will be a sign to get that one and like maybe find someone else, because we don't need 2 villagers to have the same house. The other option is to just keep the villagers as is and just put one of their houses where another building should go and just pretend it's someone else's house. Kate, is it allergies or sickness? Isn't it good? Isn't it good, Moon? I would really like, I think, Lionel or Quinn, because they feel so essential to, like, Lionel being Lewis is so essential to the plot. And then Quinn and his little tower, the wizard, can be over in their little section. Robin is a good one just because there's no other villagers that share the names. Is that Zell again? Our little ice cream man. Okay, bye. Kate, I hope you start feeling better soon. I know you've been sick for a minute. Lionel's Lewis does track. I agree. Phoebe, thank you for the follow. Ollie, you're villager hunting, but you're giving up soon. Who are you looking for? Evie, thank you for the follow. Libby and Nat, thank you so much for the follows. Welcome, besties. You're looking for Shep for like the past hour. Looking for one specific villager takes a lot of time. Amy, thank you for the follow. Welcome, bestie. Amy, you're new to Animal Crossing. That's amazing. Any tips? Wow. Words. Critter catching and fishing and deep sea diving is really good for money at the beginning of the game. Planting your non-native fruits, a lot of them, and growing them and selling those fruits is amazing money. You're looking for Blair, Mary, and Olive. I don't remember which one Blair is. Mary and Olive are great. Emily, thank you for the follow. Welcome, bestie. You're getting bored of your island. Should you restart? We're always fans here of restarting. Ugh, it's Sprocket. I don't even want to say hi. You're gonna risk an autofill? I'm trying not to. Jen, well, welcome back. You started following last night for Stardew Valley, but you also play Animal Crossing. Well, then you're in luck, Jen, because we are working on a Stardew Valley themed Animal Crossing island. And don't sell any of your resources. Agreed. You're sticking to manifesting Quinn today. Maybe it'll do a snowball effect in all of yesterday's ones. Maybe. Hi, Leonard. Libby, getting a lot of miles is you either grind through just the daily tasks and everything, or I would say, use Treasure Islands to get Nook Mile. If you're specifically looking for Nook Miles tickets, use Treasure Islands. Chrissy, you're making crafts for your May craft fair. Oh, I love that. Anybody have any suggestions? Bunnies? I mean, that's pretty standard. That's not very original. Amber, thank you for the rose. Hello. So anything other than like your one native fruit. There should be like a secondary fruit that you can get on other islands. Your mom will sometimes give you one. Sometimes villagers will give you some. Hi, Alex. Thank you so much for the follow on the purple app. Welcome, bestie. A chicken and egg is a good idea for a craft. And get the coconuts. You can plant the coconuts on your island. That's a really easy one. A girl can dream. I don't really do the turnip thing. Unless I go to Treasure Island and do the hack, I don't do the turnips, or the stock market, as we like to call it. Is that Savannah? I think it's Savannah. Hey, girl. The fact that her shirt is striped, but it's a slightly different color, I don't like it. Hi, Goose. Leonard, thank you for the follow. Welcome, bestie. So, the turnips is like, we call it the stock market because it's like also the STLK stock market, but it's also like a traditional stock market. Basically, you buy turnips at a certain price and you hope that they're selling them for a low price. And then throughout the week, you check with Timmy and Tommy to see if they're selling them for higher than what you bought them. The theory is that you make money for it. Did I forget the A? STALK, like a stock of vegetables. Turnips. Stock market. It's a play on words. Listen, Cade. It's love, thank you for the follow. I only like to do the stock market in this game if it is, like, if I have friends that want to collectively do it, because when, like, this game first came out, we had, like, a group chat, and people would check their islands, and if for some reason, like, once in a while you'll get lucky, and they are selling them for, like, a crazy high amount. And so everybody pops over that day to try and sell them to make a lot of money. I don't think it's worth it because it's a struggle. And again, it's a risk. That's the whole point of the stock market, physically and in the game. So I don't really do it. I just make money by selling things. You have 60 mil just because of turnips? And see, that my problem is that I also am not consistent with this game, so I will forget and then they'll all go bad. So I haven't bought them in forever. Selling things, especially your non-native fruits, is the way to go. Oh! Hello there, Marshall. I get why people like him. Can you have him? I'm sorry. As much as I don't want to blow out the fire for you, I'm still going to. He is a lot of people's dreamies. You've used, no, 700 tickets. Here's the thing. If you want to restart your island but keep your current one, your options are get a second switch, which is a ridiculous option, and either start new on that switch or transfer it over there. The other option is if you just want to be able to visit it, is save it as a dream address, go in and like keep track of that code, and then go into your games, not the game, but go into your Switch's like system settings and erase the game data. And that will restart the game to the point where if you were to save a new dream address, you would get a new code. Because if you like keep your island, save the dream address, but then you in that same island like flatten it, redesign it, if you were to ever save a new dream address, it would write over the old dream address. The only way to keep the dream address as it is and it never get touched is to like go in and completely erase your game and start fresh. That's what I do on this device because I have my Forever Island over on my Switch too, but this is my OLED that I was using before that I now use just to create new themes. There's not a succinct way to explain that other than how I just did. Cade, in theory, putting out the fire means that they're less likely to show back up. So, Libby, you can only get the different fruit islands. You can get like the ones that have your native fruit and then the ones that's like your secondary fruit. And then, of course, the coconuts. There's another fruit that won't be either of those that you can get from like your mom or the villagers. And then there's one fruit, the only way you can get it is if you go to someone else's island through Nintendo Online. So there's 5 fruits total, and you can get 3 of them between your island and Mystery Islands like I'm at now. Oh, it's Tom again. I think that the fire thing's a myth too. So far, it's done decently well, but I think we saw Tom last time. You know, there's no way to like really find it out other than going to Mystery Islands and go to enough of them, and eventually you'll get an island that's got a bunch of trees of fruit that's not your native, and that's how you can tell, really. Where's my Mr. Bestie enthusiasm? I'm tired today. I did do a Wizard of Oz themed island last time, and it was awesome. You are correct. I think I'm realizing now this is day 4 I've streamed in a row, which is a lot for me, so I'm like, oh. Because I think I streamed Saturday and Sunday. I think. And then I, of course, streamed yesterday, so I'm like, oh, this is a lot. Let me look. Let me look at my lives. Yesterday? Day before? Yeah. I've streamed the last... That's why I'm tired. Now that I'm not happy to be here, I'm like, oh, I have been streaming a lot. No, there's only potential for 1 villager per Mystery Island. But you have Roscoe on your island as an autofill? You can get some rest. I hope your classes go well tomorrow. No. She's one of the cows I don't like, which is ironic because she's the one that looks the most like normal cows. No, she's not the one I don't like the most. Alright. There's a different one. I'm thinking of a different one. Dipper makes me sad. Already, you just had her?
Kapta.
Queen Felicity was one of your starters?
The queen is
Or
coming.
was she one of your first 3 after your starters? Quinn, thank you for the follow. Welcome, bestie. Ironically, we're looking for a villager with your name. We've been trying to manifest her. Louisa, thank you for the follow. Welcome, bestie. We've manifested the wrong Quinn. Amy, thank you for the follow. You love the chunky villagers, like the cows, the rhinos. They are cute. I like the rhinos. I like a lot of the cows. It's Stitches! My boy! Naomi is funky, then that's the one I think I was thinking of. I'm not a fan of Naomi. Hi, Heavy. Ugh, Ione was really cute. We saw her a few times for the Oz Island, and we found her the other day too, and I really wanted to take her. She's gonna be my #1 dreamy when we do our Pokemon Island. Liv, you got Ione on your first try? I'm so jealous. No, Heavy, I generally am playing Animal Crossing on my OLED, because all that's on this console now is... I only use it for my Animal Crossing streams. I keep my Forever Island now on my Switch too. So the load times are a little bit longer, which is a bummer, but I feel like there's not that much of a difference in the updates, so I'm happy to use this. I do wish things loaded faster. I did not mean to yeet you, Peaches. I really like my OLED. I do just wish it loaded as fast as the Switch 2, but then I wouldn't have needed to pay for a Switch 2. And I like that mine's white, and it's nice. It's nice and plain. Mac, hello. Who's my all-time favorite villager? Oh, you're right. You're right, Holly. You're right. Freckles and Flurry are probably my top. I don't know, but Ione might be up there, and I've never even had Ione. Your favorite is Tangy? I like Tangy. Yeah, the first two villagers do have to be Jock and Sisterly. I didn't know that until recently. Isabella, there is a theory that blowing out the fire keeps them from coming back. At least as it makes it less likely for them to return. I like Twiggy too. Broccolo is your favorite? My beef with Broccolo is why are you blue? And again, don't trust this information. A lot of people don't think it's real. I don't know that I believe it. So far, it's doing decently well. Yeah, why are you gonna name someone Broccolo and make it blue? That's just all kinds of incorrect. It is super. Half of the tips in this game are superstition. Oh, it's Elmer. I love Elmer. Problem is, What if we decide we need a different villager down the line, and then we never find them? I like pate a lot. Quinn, we're doing a Stardew Valley theme for our island. Brocklow is one of your 3 house plots and he's never leaving. I'm usually not a big fan of the mice in general. I like Anacotti. But most of the other ones I'm kind of like, eh. Blue Bear and Ketchup? I love Blue Bear. I really have something for the all blue villagers. Vilma seems so bashful. Yeah, Kate, if the weather's heavy, that definitely would add to your congestion. As someone who was out for the count last week because of allergies. I love pate. She's one of my munchkins on my Wizard of Oz island. Our theme is Stardew Valley. Moringa's cute. Well then, if you love Stardew Valley, you're in luck. We have just gotten to the beginning of terraforming, so we've just started laying out the base of the town. We have a long way to go. And by town, I mean literally just like the town center. We have to spend a lot of time terraforming this land. Because I want to make it pretty close to the regular map. So like if people visit it, they feel like they know where they're at. CML, no one really knows. Yes, so the villagers that we have / are looking for, we have Kiki as Krobus, Felicity as Penny, Dobie as George, Ken the Blue Chicken as Shane, Quinn as the Wizard, Roscoe as Sebastian, Bones as Harvey, Muffy as Abigail, Lionel as Lewis, and Robin as Robin. Natalia, thank you for the follow. Welcome, bestie. No, is that Brofina? Awful name, 2 out of 10. Ollie, I wish you best of luck. That's okay, Plim. I really appreciate it, but for streaming, I really enjoy villager hunting because we always have opinions on different ones. So My goal is to try and get everyone through villager hunting and see truly like how many tickets this actually takes us through this process. My backup plan is always treasure islands. My biggest fear always is...
Did they have brains or knowledge? Don't make me laugh.
When...
They were popular. What?
In theory, there's like 4 villagers that are already like queued up for your next autofills whenever those happen. And so if any of the 4 that we need is those autofills, then I don't think we can actually find them villager hunting. Oh no, it's Moose. I don't even remember which one Moose is, but I don't think people like him. I always think Moose is the one that looks like the moose, but it's not. Chrissy, it's your namesake.
Hello, is it me you're looking for?
Lexi, that's your dreamy. Hi, Will. Yes, we are attempting to villager hunt for another like hour plus. We'll see how well that goes. Chrissy, wake. Oh, that's a throwback. Mac, you haven't had any energy to play games. I don't blame you. Oh, Chrissy, that's the hello or the hi sound alert. The hi plays a random hello sound.
Hello there.
The Void, thank you to
Hello.
follow.
Zuko here.
Hello.
Hello.
Godfather,
It's me.
thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, bestie.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Hi, Nirvana. Hi, friends. Here come all the highs. I know every time I mention it, a bunch of them come in a row, and that's okay. I think I finally messed with the audio pitch enough and shortened them all enough so they're not getting flagged by auto or copyright. Which is sad because I usually like to sing with them, but they're also short now. Oh my gosh, and we found a Mac. We found two people's namesakes. You have Lionel on your island? He's such a gentleman. Not on my island. Belle, thank you for the follow. Welcome, bestie. Now you're hungry? That does sound good, though. Heather, thank you for the heart me. Ollie, I believe in you. Jessica, your daughter is a Quinn. Well, I hope that does bring good luck to us. I I hope so. After spending all day Sunday and this, you'd think we'd be able to find one of these stinking villagers. It's when we get down to the last one that it takes forever. Oh, it's the other... Coal was the other option for Krobus. Oh, did not mean to relight you. Love, dear, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, bestie. And there's another eagle that has her middle name. Oh my gosh. Is it Avery? It's a cute name. Hi, Aria. Chris, thank you for the follow. Final ticket was Soleil. I have Soleil on my island now. She was an autofill. Your Spidey senses say we're getting Lionel today. I'll be okay with that. Grace, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome, bestie. And also to everybody who's new here today, first of all, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you spending your evening or morning, whatever time it is for you, here with us tonight. My name is Stephanie Best, and I do tell you that because my last name is Best, which makes you all legally the besties. That is our community name here. I do co-stream, so I am live on TikTok, and there's also the purple app and the red app, so if you hear me talking to people you don't know who they are, that's what's going on. There's pros and cons to streaming, to watching the stream wherever, on each platform, but wherever you're comfortable, we are happy to have you. And if you are really liking the stream and want to spend more time with our wonderful community, you should join our Discord. Yeah, it's called Steph's Besties, and it is a really great place to chit-chat about all of our favorite games and our pets, and also get notified when I go live. So, thank you all so much for being here. I just really appreciate it. Thank you, Nat! Tiffany, already, and Grace, thank you so much for the follows. I really appreciate it, besties. You have Plucky for the first time and you love her vibe. I'm trying to remember which one Plucky is. You're spending your 1 a.m. with us. Amazing. Well, I think you should get some sleep soon. But I also stay up till 1 a.m. so I can't. I have found this woman so many times. Claudia, I like you, but no. Rebella, thank you for the follow. Ugh. Letty, thank you for the follow. Thank you guys so much. That's so kind. Will, I feel like it hasn't not worked. So that's where I'm at with the situation. The one thing that's a struggle about the beginning of the game is how slow it is. It's kind of nice for a little bit. But if you don't use like treasure islands or anything, the beginning of the game can feel like a drag. Oh, it's one of my, I think, is this Sydney? No, it's Gonzo. I really like the koalas. Hi, Meg. Really like the koalas. Sydney is purple, you're right. You're right. Meg, so far we have found Kiki, Felicity, Dobie, Ken, and Bones. We didn't find anybody on Sunday, so we're village hunting today to try and not have somebody autofill that we don't want. Ollie, what happened to that was your last ticket, like 10 minutes ago? 5 minutes ago? 5 minutes ago. Goose, I think you should. You need Maple and Fauna with a fiery burning passion. I think my little avatar today over on the purple app, I think is Maple. I think. If you join us in the chat over on the purple app, you get a little Animal Crossing avatar that pops up on screen when you chat. And every day it randomizes, and I think mine today is Maple. Last 9? Okay. Who are my starters? Meg, well, welcome. My starters were Agnes and Bill. This, whoever replaces, no, that's incorrect. I was gonna say, whoever replaced Bill was Ken. This is just our last random plot. You have Muffy on your island, she's so sweet. People seem very excited about her. She gives good gifts. See, I never play this game enough, like, regularly to get lots of gifts from people. $50, really? Mine's been pretty good about alternating, Holly. Interesting. Today was my first time being Maple. You're doing an all-cat island. I've heard a few people do that, and I think that's a great idea. You don't like that the island visitors walk around to the hotel now. The trick that we have discovered... Sir, I told you not to come back. Not someone's dreamy popping up twice. Honestly, I would say he's probably like the most common dreamy that people have. See, this is why it's not foolproof. This fire thing is definitely, it means nothing. The trick is, not the trick, but, and unfortunately it's probably like too late now, but the thing with the hotel is if you just never decorate an island, or if you never decorate a single hotel room, then no villagers will join. So, I do have the hotel on my forever island, but I am not doing it on this one. So that way the hotel will be there, but there won't be randoms when I save this as a dream address. There are like 10 koalas. You could do a koala island. You sure could. Okay, if that's 8, then I'm definitely behind on... I'm behind on a bunch of numbers, I think. Yeah, I am. I'm way behind. No, that is Tia. The one that looks like a teapot? Lauren, thank you for the follow. For a hot second, you thought you got Fauna. It was just Patty. Meg, thank you for redeeming your daily patches point. For whatever reason, your first one is always starts at 0. I don't know why. It annoys me. I can't seem to fix it, and I'm worried if I mess with it, then it's gonna reset everybody's numbers. Oh, it's you again! See, we're getting those duplicates again. Brittany, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, bestie. Evie, thank you for the follow. Welcome, bestie. You're welcome, bestie. Who's my favorite villager? I would say Freckles, Flurry, and now we're adding Ione to that list. Brittany, I'm so jealous. I've found her so many times villager hunting, but she doesn't fit any of my current themes, but she's gonna fit my next one. So I will be on the prowl whenever that day comes. I know we're talking a lot about our favorite villagers, but I would love to know in the chat what type of islands and themes everyone's working on. If you have a theme. If you're just doing a normcore random island, totally great too. But I would love to know what themes everyone's working on. Fauna's your dreamy? Fauna's a great dreamy. Ooh, it's you, whatever your name is. Croak. Oh, you're doing a forest core, that's why you need Fauna. She's great for that. Your dream is to one to do a Mario themed island. Well, I think that's a great one. I know they've got Mario items in the game, so I think that's fantastic. I like Molly a lot. Forest cottagey campsite, cute. You got Ione hunting and almost gave her up, but you changed your mind and took her. I love that for you. Can't decide between beach town or forest normal core. You just want your house to do beach. You know what? You could do both. You don't have a theme, but your favorite villager on your island is currently probably Fauna or Judy. Oh, nice. If you're just coming back from ad break over on the Purple app, we're talking about our favorite themed, or like what island themes we're working on right now. Well, Sherry, thanks for hopping over to the Purple app. I appreciate it. True, you could always make a summer island Mario style would actually be fire. Because you don't really need all these buildings. Unless you're, I guess it depends on what kind of Mario thing you're doing. You want to do an elegant core, but you'd crash out at the symmetry? I don't know that elegant core has to be symmetrical. But I see the vision I think that you're trying to go for. You want to do a forest or city type of theme on your next island, but right now you're just doing randoms. Nice. And they do have Mario themed islands, yeah, or items, yeah. So I think as long as you got those in your inventory, it would be really easy to do. Whitney, again. First time today, but we have found her, and she was an autofill already on my island. So we're not starting back at ground zero. Yeah, the lack of things lining up. That is true. The way you can't ever center the house or the museum or really anything. It's infuriating. A space slash night slash star slash moon slash glowy island. Those are really fun when I visit them. You did an elegant core Slumber Island and it ate, but it took you 4 hours to decorate a space. I don't think that's that bad. ACNH, thank you so much for the heart me. Sherry, aren't they really cute? The little avatars, and if I reset it correctly, they should randomize every day on screen. So every time you join chat, they change. And I can change them per what game we're playing. So like when we play Stardew Valley, the little avatars on the purple app are Stardew Valley characters. Have a good night, Liv. Do I have any specific features I want in the next Animal Crossing game? I like the idea that there might be a metro if they go back to more of a metropolitan idea. Oh, it's what's his face? I would like the idea of if they could improve Slumber Islands to have buildings and dream addresses, because I was very excited by the dream address concept. I don't know why I always forget his name is Elvis. I think the concept is there, but it was not executed correctly. In terms of people that really love to decorate, it's great for if you like designing islands with friends. I don't know if that does anything. Elite, coming back, or leaving the airport and coming back in. I don't know if that does it. You thought it was Lionel for a sec? But Lionel has white hair. We need to be able to place bridges on cliffs. That would be nice. We need to be able to do more with the custom patterns along the beach, because it's like, it's so chunky because it has to be the full square. Texture, our theme is Stardew Valley. They did. I saw one person, and I think it makes sense. They theorized that a lot of what came out in the 3.0 update, because this is around the time that we all expected a new game to be announced, after they had said for years they were never doing another update for New Horizons, that this is them testing the waters with some new ideas that they were maybe going to add to the new game, and it's just not ready yet. They want to test it out. I don't know, XYZ. But, I mean, a hotel would make sense if it's a metropolitan game. The Slumber Islands make sense as a new addition. I don't know. That's a big one. We need to be able to go from island to island without going back home. The bulk crafting and I don't know about bulk customization, I think too. The bulk crafting is a big one that I think they for sure were planning on adding too. Is that Megan? It is Megan. They haven't announced anything yet, Chrissy. I was deep into speculation that it was going to be released, or it was going to be announced in 2026 and launch in 2027. That had been my speculation until they announced this 3.0 update. Now we have no timeline. I don't think it's gonna be for a few years, which is crazy when you think about the time span that it used to take them to come out with new Animal Crossing games. It was a lot lower. And, cause right around now is about, it's 7 years almost. Or no, we're right at about 6 years since the last one came out, which is about the time span of between New Leaf and New Horizons. I think it was 7, which is why I speculated 2027. Now I feel like it's going to be even longer, and that was the longest gap between games. So it's a little frustrating. More customization options for resident services, being able to move resident services, having more custom design spots, because there's some people that really like to do, especially with the glowing stickers, decorating inside their house, but I feel like those take up so many spaces in your custom paths or custom patterns. Hi, Benjamin. This is gonna be like GTA has been out for over 10 years. GTA, Haunted Chocolatier, Animal Crossing, TBD name. All three of them. Tahames. But I feel like right now you either have to really love decorating outside exteriors or really love decorating interiors because there's not enough custom paths for you to do both extensively. Oh, which one are you? Either way, I don't love the mice. Okay, if all the mice candy's not that bad. Her really plump cheeks look painful. I agree, that's another option, Ollie. They could just let, if we could add custom paths, just not have them replace what we've already placed down. Though, I'm the kind of person who would accidentally, like, clean up on the ground, like where you kick it and it erases it. And then I wouldn't have the design anymore. Goose, the mice kind of freak me out too. Except Anacotti. Well, someone called her Pimple Face? That's crazy. Anyway, there's a lot of things that I would like improved in the next game. For sure. And again, my math is bad, so we should be 1. Fine, whatever. I'm trying to keep track of how many Nook Mile tickets we've actually used, and my numbers are way off. How do I get so many tickets? I go to Treasure Islands and take them. Chanel, thank you for the heart me. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I'm just getting texts. Oh, it's Rasher, I think? Is it bad you just skipped Lucky? Is Lucky the one that I used to always think Bones was until now I have Bones, where it's a mummy? Blim, your sleep schedule is screwed. No. Are you still going? What happened to 9 tickets? Okay. Will, thank you so much for the follow on the purple app. Welcome, bestie. Welcome. You're refusing to go back to your storage after this? There's a couple of you looking for Mary tonight. I love hearing that other people are villager hunting too. Oh, Norma. It's my girl. Elite, Treasure Islands, I actually have a video that's tagged on my tips playlist on my main, on my profile. So that will better explain what Treasure Islands are and how they work and how to access them. So I would recommend you go check that out. You found all the villagers everyone else wants, but none of the 8 that you want. I found Marshall twice tonight. Twice. You're so welcome. I hope it helps. Everyone makes... I love that people ask in stream because until I started streaming, I had never heard of Treasure Islands. But everyone's like, okay, here's Stephanie with her little spiel again on what Treasure Islands are. So I'm like, well, dang. I'll just direct them all to my video then. Nessa Bree, Elite, thank you so much for the follows. Welcome, besties. Hello. You found Naomi like 4 times today. Ollie, I'm proud of you for sticking with it. I hope you get some sleep. How many tickets do you think since we last found someone? We could go back to the beginning of Sunday's stream and see what number we were on. I think we've done 100 tickets. Liz, thank you for the Harmy. Oh, he used to be on my list. But we can't take him because we don't need an Alex. Ugh. You're wanting to get into some Treasure Islands behind a paywall, but you want good ones. These free ones are killing you. Well, if you're looking for one behind a paywall, the one I use, Walty Wartooth, is great. They're only paywall ones. They don't do any free ones. Rest in peace, Leonardo. I would love to bring you and be my Alex, but I don't need two. I don't need 2 in that household. Hi, Steve. Yes, it is. Walty, W-A-L-T-E-E, Wartooth, W-A-R-T-O-O-T-H. I think I spelled that right. Someone's been asking if I could do a video on, like, good Treasure Islands, but I'm also like, that one is, like, now my favorite, and if I make a video, then everyone's gonna use them. Yes, Ollie, keep us updated. You might have to remind me, because I'm horrible with names, but when you come back, remind me who you got. The Wheat Island. Truly, it changed my life, Holly. The Wheat Treasure Island. Game changing. The gatekeeping is real. I'm like, am I a bad person? Because the only reason I even know about it was because someone on stream shared it with me. Like, I'll mention it on stream because not everyone's like jumping to change who their favorites are, but I'm like, if I make a dedicated video about my favorites, that's another story. Should you take Bo? I love Bo. Capture card, welcome in. I think this idea is really creative. I'm not the first one to do it. There are definitely others who have done really dedicated Stardew Valley themed islands to the point that I am taking most of their custom paths because I can't create a custom path to save my life. So, but it is gonna be really fun. If you do a Treasure Island behind a paywall, it is easier to get. Yes, they are. Brittany, there's some that are, those like creators are so big, like Sakura's Gaming is who I used to use, and it was definitely easier from free to the one behind paywalls because there's so many less people trying to get into them. However, now with the 3.0 update, I can't get into theirs at all. But Walty Wartooth, I have had no issues with. Lobo. I don't feel anything towards Lobo. I'm like, you're fine. I don't... There's a reference, I'm sure, to the name Lobo that I don't understand with wolves. One day you want to do a princess... I'm assuming that means Princess in the Frog. But that's a great idea. Thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate it. You need spring so much. It does leave at the end, towards the end of this month. Lobo does mean wolf? Well, okay. There we go. Yeah, exactly. Lobo is wolf in Spanish. Okay. I'm like, if I'm gonna use a Prime sub, I better be able to, like, actually access these. Meg, you're new here. I'm the worst at spelling. It is a running joke about how bad I am at spelling and speaking. So, you're in good company. I have a degree in communication, and I can barely talk. Diamond, thank you for the follow. Welcome, bestie. You're doing a couples island? Wait, explain. Reese and Gruda, thank you so much for the follows. Welcome back. Peyton, I do when there's not that many people in chat, to be honest with you. You all keep me engaged. Because I'm a yapper. This is a community of yappers. We call ourselves COI, Certified Opinionated Yappers, because I have a lot of thoughts and I have a lot to say. Right now, I've been doing really good lately with, like, spacing out my stream. This week is an exception because I'm leaving town for a week and a half, so I'm streaming a bit more than normal before I leave. I have never seen this bunny in my entire life. Snake? This is not a real villager. I've never seen this villager in my life. This is a glitch. Wrong. Take it. Who is that? You've never seen them either. Pickles to Saucy, thank you so much for the follow on the purple app. He's real. He was on HHP for you in your hotel. I've never seen that man in my life. It's giving... I hate to say it, but I don't know who this man is. He could be walking by me down on the street and I wouldn't know a thing. You see him every time you go villager hunting? That's not a real man. Autumn, your avatar is Rolf. That's funny. Ryder, well, welcome back. It's the easy way to remember me is my name is Stephanie Best. That is my actual last name. I do have the best last name in the world. So my username is the best of Steph with an X because I created it in middle school because the best of Steph was taken somewhere and so I added an X. So, and that is why our community is called Steph's Besties because by legal definition, you're all my besties. Nicoletta, thank you so much for the follow on the purple app. Welcome, bestie. Isn't it great? I am, in fact, never changing my last name because it's so good. Oh, Holly, that's horrific. Snake's name being that because they hunt bunnies. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Tanya, thank you for the follow on the purple app. Welcome, bestie. You're actually trying to get rid of Roscoe right now? Your last name is Compton? That's not a bad last name. It's not as good as mine, but that's another one to add to the list. Horrifying last name or names in this game. We've got so many of the usuals. Elmer, Pate, all the cows, Boots, Benedict, Zucker, Rasher, Chops, Spork, and now Snake. Brofina's just horrible because it's Brofina, unless there's another thing to that I don't understand. You're a teacher and you can't change your last name because it's Book. Panchetti's a good one. Yep. That's so funny. O'Hare. O'Hare's a fine one. O'Hare's like actually like cute and clever. Wait, Coulson and Al. I'm trying to remember what's their deals. Oh my god. Sorry. There's my work group chat is going off right now. Y'all, we only have... Okay, I can go past 8 o'clock. I feel bad because I streamed an hour longer than I meant to last night. Typically, when I stream during the week, I stream from 6 to 8 p.m. Central just because I do have a full-time job. And so, if I stream during the week, it is a 6 to 8 because then around 8-ish is when Mr. Bestie and I sit down for dinner. We do our, like, we spend time together before we go to bed, whatever. But last night I streamed late, and I'm like, I can't stream late again tonight. But also I can, because also we're going on vacation and he can't get away from me for a whole week. So, Luca, thank you for the follow. Did you say that earlier? I'm gonna get O'Hare for no reason. I don't remember that. I work in marketing and advertising for an in-house agency. Amazing. I actually never took a marketing class. My degree was public communication, and then I had a minor in photography because I knew I wanted to do something in the creative world. Back in the day, my dream was to like internet BuzzFeed when that was a thing. Tonight he's Mr. Second Bestie. But I never took any marketing classes. Like, it was mostly, like, public communication, then I did a lot of journalism. I just wanted to, like, create content. Worked with the broadcast station, and we didn't have any other, like, film degree. I took a couple of, like, film-related classes, but they did have a photography minor. So, I was able to do that, which I actually really loved, because I was able to do an actual class in film and developing film, and how to expose prints in certain ways. It was very cool to have a hands-on photography class. Bubbles is cute. Well, I love that. I've been a corporate girl since college, basically. I have been really lucky that I got a good internship in college, and then I came back after I graduated and was able to do a little bit of work for them before they had a position open. And then I came back and I've been there ever since. But I do have a very, very full-time 9 to 5. So during the week I only have 6 to 8 p.m. really available. Currently, the schedule is Stardew Valley on Mondays and Animal Crossing on Thursdays. But because I'm gone, we moved this up to today. And then if I stream additional days during the week or on the weekend, it's usually Animal Crossing because we have a long ways to go on this island. And it's going to take us 7,000 years to decorate this island if we don't stream it more often than once a week. Hi, Liz. Michaela, thank you for the follow. It's going. We are not finding a villager, but I did find a bunch of custom patterns online. I shared it in the Discord the other night. And, that I finally found whoever has created the majority of the custom patterns for a Stardew Valley island. I'm so excited to get back to terraforming. But yeah, I shared a photo of a lot of the patterns. It's not the best photo ever. Is that Flo? I used to have her. Hey, girl. I do like her. She kind of bored me by the time, like, when I got her. Easy, I think a lot of people that like Animal Crossing will like Stardew Valley, but I can't really say that I think they're that similar. I think Stardew Valley is one of the greatest games of all time. I also think Animal Crossing is a great game, but like in terms of like start to finish, what Animal Crossing is and the fact that it was entirely created by one human being, it's genius. I'm so behind on these numbers. Doesn't it though? And the fact that it's max and a $15 game and half the time it's on sale. And we're literally about to hit, I don't know exactly when in 2016 it came out, but we're about to hit a decade of that game and there is still a massive following on it. People are still playing, like coming out with new mods. The creator is still coming out with updates while also trying to create his second game. Reese, I appreciate the manifestation. Stardew Valley is just simply in its own league. And like, yeah, I will need a break from it once in a while because I like achieve what I want to do or I've like finished perfection. I'm like, let me just take a break. But no, you don't look like. Why did I think I saw the white horn and I thought it was Lionel? I went. Hi, Shelby. I've seen Vic so many times. Where's your fire? Goodbye. No one has asked me who I marry in Stardew today, but I do in fact marry Harvey every time. And by every time I mean both times, both saves I have done in Stardew Valley. I have married Harvey. Which is why I loved the fact that we got Bones as our first villager. Because he's my Harvey. It was meant to be. Liz, in theory, there's a myth that if you blow the fires out, it means they're less likely to come back to a island. For the most part, it seems to be happening, but I don't know that it's... We are still getting a few duplicates, so it's not, like, foolproof by any means. Hello. Your 105 tickets
Zuko
down?
Here.
That's commitment. Hi, Comedy! You don't know much about Stardew. Can you sum it up? Because you've heard lots of good things, but not what it is. The base is that it's a farming simulator game, like so many other cozy games. But the premise of the game is that you are working in like a corporate job in a boring cubicle at this place called Joja. And Joja is like this world's like giant conglomerate superstore, like a Walmart. And you get a note one day saying from your grandfather, like, come take care of my farm for me. It needs refurbishing. It needs to like help improve it. So you go, you're running this farm. I think grandpa is gone. And it's in this little town. And the town also has all these fun people. And all the people have all of these really unique personalities and storylines. And essentially, your main goal is to, like, refurbish this community center, which in turn, like, is, like, revitalizing the town. Because if you finish the community center, then the Joja Mart that's in town, the mega superstore, closes down. So it's like, oh, Grandpa did, and it's your inheritance. And so you get a letter when he... There's so much more to the game after that, but that's kind of the premise. it's supposed to be like you're doing this like anti-capitalist life because fixing the community center takes a really long time. And there's also what's called the Joja route, which is like instead of fixing up the community center, you basically give a bunch of money to Joja to do the same thing, but it in turn destroys the community center and turns it into storage for Joja Mart. But there's 1,000,001 characters. The best part about it is just how much we all like love and hate different characters, and we all beef with the same ones. But then you can have a character that you marry, and then there's this little ghosty dude. I call him a ghosty dude, more like a shadow, called Krobus that lives in the sewers. I would say if you're ever interested to join us on Mondays when we stream, not next Monday because I am out of town, but on Mondays we stream Stardew Valley in the evenings. And so if you're interested, you could join us there. It is a very affordable game in terms of most games. It's like $15 max, and a lot of the time it's on sale. It is on consoles. I think it's even on mobile, and it's on PC. Some people love it on PC because you can mod it, which basically, if you add enough mods, it becomes an entirely second game. I don't ever recommend that for your first playthrough. The thing to know about Stardew Valley is it feels like a very slow and frustrating game at the beginning. I played it for a day once when all my friends were trying to play it. Didn't understand it, quit it, didn't pick it up for 3 years, and then I started streaming, and everyone on stream said, no, you really need to try this game. I gave it another chance, and now it's one of my favorite games of all time. Your fave villager is Dali the monkey. Oh, I like Dali. Who do I have beef with in Stardew? Pam is my #1 public enemy. Public enemy #1. If Pam has no haters, I'm dead. Haley can lick rocks. See, there's some characters that like some people either love or hate, and then there's some people that everyone just hates. Lewis, everyone hates. Pierre, pretty much everyone hates. Clint, everyone hates. Pam, some people feel bad for because she has a disease, and I understand that. Schmalcoholism is a disease, but I also just don't like her. Is that Chevra? Anyways. Not me. Sorry, I'm yapping and trying to click my screen. Yeah, I still don't totally understand. I know you mentioned it the other day, Comedy, this theory that Grandpa and Willie were lovers. Can I say that on here? Is that gonna get flagged? Jude, thank you for the follow. Welcome, bestie. I love Linus. Linus is a cutie. No, Charlotte, I use what's called treasure islands, which are islands that you can visit, like, that other people have created, and you can visit them on dodo codes that have a bunch of items that you can take. So I take Nook Miles, among many other things. Do you have beef with Tammy? Do I have any beef with any characters in Animal Crossing? Nox. And maybe now Pietro, though Pietro is falling into the lines of I feel bad for him because I want him out so badly. Nox I just needed gone, and I felt nothing when he left. Charlotte and Amico, thank you so much for the follows. Welcome, besties. But that's the question is, Holly, are we already on 50? I don't know. I think my number is 1. Okay, let's think about this. Okay, now that we're at flat 10, let's think about this. So we had one more than this, and then we used up 3 accidentally. So basically, I'm trying to figure out exactly how many Nook Miles I've used, like, correctly. Because they give you 1 to start with, and because I get all of my Nook Miles from Treasure Islands, they're always in batches of 10, so that helps me. But Nook gives you 1 extra, but I wasted 3 on islands that had no villagers accidentally. So add 2, which makes sense, but then does that make us at 248? Or... Yes. Is that correct? Or am I backward? This is why I can't think this through. Okay, so we have to be at an 8. I'm taking a picture of this on my phone. That'll help me later. I'll be like, why do I have this screenshot on my phone? Somehow I'll just remember. Yes, that does make sense. That does make sense. Okay, we're there. We're locked in. We're back. Somehow we ended up on the right number. And Peggy. She is one with an FAB that's also not bad. There are so many with bad ones, and that is a fuck. Why am I actually saying the word out loud? So sorry for my swearing. I was trying not to say ASS, and I ended up saying the first word. This is 18 plus now. So sorry. Peggy's got the bowl cut. Ha! Ever since we started multi-streaming, I really try not to swear. I really try. There's a reason that when we play like Repo, that is on the purple app and the red app alone. Because there's no controlling my mouth in those situations. I do think streaming in general has kept me from being as bad of a swearer in general. Because it's now less in my habit. Because it used to be bad. We'll see if that one gets copyright flagged. That sound alert, I've recently messed with the pitch, but it might still be too long and it's still gonna flag it, which is fine. Matter of fact, you're deaf in one ear. Peggy is female and Ginger Will from Stranger Things. Stop. So I was purposely trying not to say ASS and just completely forgot about the first word. No! This might be one of my #1 public enemies in this game too. Ugh. What them teeth do? Was that 250? Trendy, hello. No, that was 249. Correct. 250. Let's manifest. Let's manifest. Let's manifest. Quinn or Roscoe or Murphy or Muffy or Lionel or Robin. Please. No, is that Marcy? I've had you so many times. It's even a duplicate. not Quinn. If I have to autofill again after this, I swear. Because I do not, in any way, shape, or form, trust myself to remember for the next week plus to shift time back every day so we don't move past this date. It will not happen. Kiri, thank you for the follow. Welcome, bestie. Putting out the fire as a strategy feels like bullying. Oh, hang on. Manifesting 100 or 251. Thank you, Kiri. I appreciate that. Is that Tybalt? Alex, thank you so much for the follow on the purple app. Welcome, bestie. No, Berta's like, press okay so I can stop smiling like this. Sorry, I had to send a work message. Tybalt, you were not giving 151. You feel it's gonna be an unsatisfying number. It's gonna be like, because I want it to be soon. I'm gonna say 262. That's my number. Putting it out there. Yeah, okay. If it takes us another almost 400 tickets to find one of my 5 villagers, that's crazy. And then I'm gonna start believing all 5 of these are already in the queue. You're feeling 254? Plim, I'm also manifesting 112 for you. You're right, 262 is 2 even. So I'm gonna say 260. I'm gonna say 267. It's the I'm not gonna swear. It's the one squirrel with the FAB and the unibrow. No, Holly. We are not making that joke here. I'm too old for that. I am 30 years old. I'm not making 6-7 jokes. What is it with that haircut? I don't know. I love how either the villagers have no hair or a bob. Aaron, thank you so much for the follow on the purple app. Welcome, bestie. Oh, yes, I said 267. I thought you were making a 6-7 joke. I went, nope. Was that 253? Crap, I already forgot.
You done messed up, A-Rod!
Villager hunt till 4 a.m. is rough. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, bestie. Reese and Kristen, thank you so much for the follows. Welcome, besties. You got Molly, though, so it was all okay. Oh, I'm so happy for you. I found Gale the very first day we were villager hunting for this island. I think I found Gale in, like, 7 tickets. Isn't it cute? We went through and found a bunch of custom patterns the other day. I've had some ones with chickens on them too. You just placed an incline and now you're stuck between Lloyd and a cliff. How's that even possible? Trendy, thank you. We will all learn. I have no chill. My face is always very expressive, so that's why I love making villager hunting videos, because when we actually find someone, the payoff is great. Like, if we find someone tonight, I'm gonna, like, almost fall out of this chair. ACNH, thank you so much for all the roses. That's so kind of you. Thank you. Oh my gosh, please do send a photo in Discord. That's funny. At first, I thought she also meant my real sweater. I'm like, I wear this shirt all the time. This is 255? Lacey, you have Robin? Hang on. No. Hang on. Because basically the way we do it is we take the number -2 and then flip it. No, this is right. This is right. I don't like you, Pango. Because yeah, we take the number -2 because we used 3 accidentally, but they give you 1 at the beginning. So take that number, -2 is 6, but then flip it around to see how much we need to get to 10, essentially to round out like how many bunches we've used. Why am I going to a rock? That's not a campfire. Bye, Pango. Pango, get off my island. Lacey, thank you for the follow. You add 2, but because it's backwards. Like, you add 2, but we wouldn't be going to 156. Because by that math, with the next one, we would be down to 3, and then -2 is 5. Wait. Oh god, this is really embarrassing for my math. Okay, we would be going to 5. Hi, PJ! Welcome back! I do. Yes, Autumn. I want to use the minecart items at the mine and like the bus stop and the town for sure. I do, Scarlet. I do visit Treasure Islands. Big fan. Big fan over here. No, Lauren, no luck yet today. I'm gonna feel bad because Mr. Bestie's gonna bring up my food. And I'm still gonna be here. Yes, Keegan, we added a stream because I really was hoping not to have things autofill. So, we're attempting. If we don't find it, then I don't know what we do. It's Tripper! So over these people. Sarah, that's amazing. You found your final fossil. I love that for you. It's because you weren't here before comedy because you're a lucky charm. You know you are. So that's a sound argument. No. We haven't found 3 of the same person yet. Yeah, Jessica, the names for half of these animals are traumatic. Tipper is not that bad. It's not great, but it's not as bad as Patty or Angus or T-Bone. There's Chops and Rasher, which is a type of bacon for the pigs. Lacey, there's over 400. I know that much. There's some of these villagers have horrific names. Hi, Ashton. And our theme is Stardew Valley. So, yes, looking down at the initial villagers, you're like, what is this theme? Stardew Valley. There's a chicken named Benedict. There's Boots the alligator, Elmer the horse, Pate the duck. Who did we say earlier? You also put a lot of notable people's deaths on your 2020 bingo card. Comedy. I see you. The new one to the list, Snake the bunny. Horrifying. I don't know who you are, but I already don't want you. So Winnie the horse is fine. That's not a problematic one. We're talking about ones that are like actually horrible names to give that specific villager. Like a cow being named after meat, horrible. A pig being named after meat. An alligator being named after Boots. Or a horse being called Elmer because glue is made out of horse bones. Pate is a dish made out of duck. Benedict, like Eggs Benedict for a chicken. Horrifying. And now Snake the bunny because snakes eat bunnies. Whoever did this just has a cruel, cruel mind. Boots should be a monkey. That'd be kind of cute. Cheddar the mouse is fine because mice just eat cheddar. It doesn't... That one's like punny. Hi, E-Code. Are we really only on day 118? And then there's just Kevin. I guess, oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying with chatter. Oh, it's Hamlet. One of my faves. How long have I been streaming? Almost 2 hours and we haven't found anybody yet. Keegan, Kevin is your name in Spanish? Huh. You think the next one is your guess? I don't know. Oh, I just shifted my feet. Oh, that's so much better. What? You don't keep an Excel doc of how many days you've popped into stream? Tell me to play Baldur's Gate? I'm a little disappointed. KP, thank you for the follow. Okay, Kiki, for a Japan-themed island for Kiki's delivery service is so cute. You're hoping for 260 because then you have to go to bed. I'm hoping for 260 so I can go eat dinner. It's a notepad file, but it has timestamps. Okay, good. You might have already answered this before, but am I the only streamer that you ask that to, or do you ask other streamers to play Baldur's Gate? Asking, am I special or not? You and you alone? Oh, thanks. Peanut does seem cute. I think there's something with like the bright pink ones that I don't love. Just because they're so neon. It's okay. I'll make sure I'm at the right number. I'm not. That was 258. Because now I've got it. Because now that we've done it, it makes sense to me. We're at the 10. We're right at 10, so you minus 2. And then you flip it. Or add 2. And then you flip it. So I guess really the other option is to just minus 2. Just minus 2 and call it good, right? I was adding 2 and then flipping. You just minus 2. I'm still not good at the math. This is horrendous. This might be the most embarrassing thing, is how I cannot figure this stuff out. You've been adding and then flipping? Okay. I'm like, we could just be subtracting. Maybe not. Maybe the adding and flipping doesn't work. I have to test it out. Cause like, let's say we're at 3 tickets. You would add, well, that's... No, that wouldn't work. Cause if you're at 3 tickets and then you add 2, that gets you at 5, flip it around, it's still 5. If you're at 3 and you just subtract 2, you're at 1. That's not right. That's not right at all. We add and then we flip. Is this one of the Tammys? No, it's Simon. I'm getting tired of this. I don't want to do this forever. Liza, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, bestie. It's been 84 years. Mac, you won the little avatar jump? I love that. I think my favorite thing about the avatars on the purple app is that you can hug. Quinn, thank you for the follow. Welcome, bestie. We're manifesting the wrong Quins, everybody. It's just a little game that apparently you can do. I don't know how it works. You can hug Aaron. Anybody who's on here and doesn't know what I'm talking about. So over on the purple app, if you join chat, you get a little avatar of an Animal Crossing villager and it rotates who you are per day. So it's just like wandering around on the bottom of the screen. And there's like a little game that they can jump to like win. But then they can also hug each other. It's very cute. You can also dance? Autumn, that's also true. But I try to keep it consistent, so... Yes, Ashton, it is. It is linked in my bio. It's also the same username as I am here on TikTok. Natasha, thank you for sharing the live. Kiko, our island theme is Stardew Valley. You look like not my person. It's you again! Ashton, thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate it. We're gonna die here. Oh, so that was 260. I think I'm gonna die in this house. Boom. That song was used in the Wuthering Heights movie that I saw this weekend. I originally said 262, and then I changed it to 267. Ashton, you share it with a friend that loves Animal Crossing? Well, thank you so much. Yeah, in Wuthering Heights. It was used towards the beginning. Let me say, love or hate the movie, the opening was wild. Wild. And then after the opening, and then it was like doing its credits and everything, I'm pretty sure it was definitely that song in the movie, but I think it was at the beginning, right after the opening like intro before the credits. Prepare yourself for a time, Juge. Hi, Ducks. How are you? Felicity is Penny. No. I know it's supposed to be Charlize, but I do read that as like basically Carlisle, but slightly different. It has been a minute. How are you? I'm good. Other than the fact that we can't find our villagers that we need. She's one of your starters. She seems lovely. Just not lovely enough for my island. Hello. I'm sorry, I'm not done yet.
That's
Oh,
okay.
you look like you have your headset on. You look like you're still gaming.
No, I'm not done. I'm done gaming, but I mean, I had the headset on because I was watching the game while.
Oh. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Did my controller work? Or did you not use it?
It worked, but the game doesn't know how to. I couldn't figure out how to map the buttons to get the back button to actually mean to do it to what I wanted to.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So I was just like, I'm just gonna go back to the other controller that I'm used to, and not have the back button. So that's my fault. I need to get it fixed.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you.
Yep.
Tavia, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, bestie. Okay, I'm definitely behind. Quinn, where art thou? You're getting the sheep. You can feel it? Well, okay. I appreciate all the manifesting. We're trying out here. No! I don't like it here. I have a weird feeling that everyone we want is gonna all come at once. Hi Letty, what's poppin'? I'm tired. I'm tired of this grandpa. Hello, thank you. Thank you for completing my meme. Arnold, thank you so much for the follow on the purple app. Welcome, bestie. Letty, you're just cleaning your bathroom. I love that for you. Oh, Rodney. And anytime I see a Rodney, I think of my big fat Greek wedding. And the main dude's parents being Rodney and Harriet. And the invitations said, from the parents of Rodney and Harry. And they go, Rodney, Harry. So it's literally just this vocal stem in my brain. Anytime I see Rodney, I go, Rodney, Harry. I have gotten the hotel, so we are at a 3-star, but I'm purposely not making any hotel rooms, because if you don't make a single hotel room, then no tourists can come to your island to mess up your theme. Letty, I love My Big Greek Wedding. It's one of my favorite movies, maybe ever. I don't know if I'd say it's top 10, but it's up there to the point that, like, I can quote the crap out of that movie. I haven't seen it in a really long time, though. I think it was one of those movies back in the day when I didn't have... We didn't have Wi-Fi at my house until much later than most people. And I didn't have a smartphone. I had an iPod Touch and maybe the little Nano for a while. So I would spend, like, my allowance on, like, Apple gift cards and buy movies and, like, TV episodes to, like, download on to my little iPod Nano so I could watch movies on this tiny little frame. And I'm pretty sure I had My Big Fat Greek Wedding was one of them. I know Mean Girls was, and I know Twilight was. Not you. I don't even care about talking to Zucker. No, you definitely don't. You can villager hunt as early as your first three housing plots. I remember watching, speaking of, because we were talking about the Hannah Montana 10-year anniversary, or the 20-year anniversary, I remember watching so many episodes of Hannah Montana, and it was like the same 5 episodes, because your girl had no allowance money on this wide of a screen. On, like, a car road trip to go visit, like, extended family that lived an hour and a half outside of town. Wait, okay. So -2 is 6. No, that was right. -6 flip around is 4. Okay, I was right. Okay. I also, the other thing I did a year or two later was I discovered LimeWire. Not to implicate myself, but I would find some great stuff there. Oh, Clueless or Mean Girls? I'd probably say Clueless. Clueless was a revelation. And as a huge period drama Jane Austen girly, Clueless is immaculate. I did dress up as Cher for Halloween one year. So good. Double feature with My Life in Ruins, like the one other movie she was in. Rexy Poo, I love you so much and I wish I could take you. Well, the Orville dialogue is horrific. His little sweater is so cute. You think it's 268? I'm still going with 267. I'm eating a semi-deconstructed burger. Basically, a burger without a top bun. Once I finish eating this, I'll be able to lock in a little bit better. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Letty, you are correct. This should be 265. I'll double check. I did really like Dion. Don't love Stacey Dash, but I don't know if I have a favorite. I mean, it's so stereotypical to say, like, Cher and what's his face. I do love a good young Paul Rudd. He's from my hometown. Brittany Murphy, our girl. No. You just not want to say hi? I'm hitting the wrong button. Maybe it is. I'll check. What's up? Yeah. Oh, you're right. That was 266. Okay, food is done. Locking back in for at least a little bit longer. I really hope we find someone. 267, I believe. Manifesting. Manifesting. Sir, I'm so ready. Orville, let's go. Caleb, thank you for the follow. Not Nana. Just Nan. I know there's a Nana. She's cute, but not who we need. I know Mr. Bestie actually does not care if I stream late, but he is going to give me so much crap when I come down. And he's be like, you hate me. Because I've streamed late. I'm telling him, like, you act like I don't give you attention, but you're about to be stuck with me for a week. Like, not literally no space. Except for on the airplane, because we do not have seats together on the airplane. We said we're not paying that extra money. You again. That's what I would say, Holly. I mean, we're at least 100 plus tickets in and we haven't found anyone. I don't know, will I? We're running out of time. Emily, we're looking for the 5 villagers that don't have check marks on them. So we are looking for Quinn, Roscoe, Muffy, Leonardo, or Robin. You know, of all of the anteaters, she's not that bad. I hate most of them. She's still not the vibe. I do think it's interesting what animals they picked to, like, make villagers in this game. Like, you've got your standards: cats, dogs, cows, sheep, alligators, sure, but an anteater? I did.
Okay, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna. Both of us had. One of the burgers was the one that was kind of. I think kind of smashed together. Which actually turned out.
Yeah,
pretty good, I thought.
they were good.
Yeah, they were much better now. Sorry to go there.
No, you're fine. You can always come over and say hi.
But then the other one, I was trying to flip it, and somehow I flipped it perfectly for it to fall like half the burger into between the grates, and I couldn't like get up below it to get it, so I just tried to drag it with a spatula, and half of it broke off.
Oh, so
And
did you
fell
only
into the
do
grill.
you have half of a burger?
So yeah, so we both had one like half,
Oh, I thought one looked smaller, but
Yeah.
I didn't. Oh, I'm fine.
but then the other one was perfect.
No, I'm good.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I'm gonna microwave a hot dog.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure that I was gonna
Hey,
microwave.
you didn't just want to throw it on the grill?
What?
You didn't want to just throw it on the grill while you were there?
Well, I didn't think about it.
That's fair.
I should have though, because I'm pretty sure they grow in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, they just need to warm.
Yeah, but
Thank you. He's fine. Yeah, horses, frogs, sheep. Even alligators are like somewhat common, but they are a little bit more on the unique side. Cows, cats, dogs. But an anteater? Who picked anteater? Thank you. We are very cute. Bye, comedy. Have fun. Capybara would be cute. I want aquatic animals, which I know doesn't make a lot of sense, but I think it would be really fun. If we can have a manatee walking around, then we can have a... What am I thinking of? A narwhal. We can have a narwhal. We do have octopus, you're right. But we can have a narwhal. I would love a narwhal. Narwhals are my favorite animal. Ship of Fools, that sounds fun. I've never heard of that game. Oh, who said they were looking for Gale? Here's Gale again. Yeah, Wendell is a manatee. Or a walrus. I keep getting... I'm getting conflicting information on that one. Turtles. Turtles would be a great one. It's just, they don't seem to want to do any villagers that we already have unique NPCs of. So, like, what's his face at Harvey's co-op? Wardell. Okay. He is a manatee. I think that you, at least with octopus, like, there's a way for them to walk. Turtles, yes. Sharks and whales, and they'd be flapping unless we can have villagers that are, like, water-based. And their home is, like, in the water. I think that would be really fun. Wizard, the only reason I have patience for this is because I stream. And yeah. If I was doing this on my own, I would never. I would never. Put them on a skateboard. Captain is eternal, and then there's the tortoise, which I know are different. I was thinking of the tortoise, who, like, used to be the president in New Leaf. Bat villagers. Oh, that'd be interesting. Tortimer, thank you. I might be running out of steam, y'all. It's 8:30. You've gotten 2 late streams out of me already this week. Makes up for the lack of... No, do we take her? We might need to take her. It might be a sign. For now. We've talked about Maple being the trash bear. And we've seen her a couple times, and I said maybe if she shows up again, it's a sign. I think we take her as the trash bear. And we can just put her house, like, maybe we decorate her house like Leah's house. But so she's still in the area. And then we either pick Roscoe or Robin. Because they don't need to share a house. I think this is it. And then I have Maple on my island, and she's so cute.
Girl, don't do it. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna do it, girl. I was just thinking about it. I'm not gonna do it. I did it.
Oh, we need her. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. She's such a good trash bear. This list is changing every day. Every day we come back with an updated, like, theory of how we're gonna do this. I can't always change my mind later. Like, we need to eventually get Truffles out, because Truffles was a temporary. God, she's so cute. I can't get over it. She's calling me honey. That's so cute. If I ever want to get rid of Maple, DM you immediately. Okay, Plim. I'll remember that. Her nickname being Honey is so cute. No, I never had Maple. Maple was on the list of possibles, but I never had like a strict, here are the 10 villagers. So I was like, okay, we could have this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and I have like 2 slots left. So I never got Maple. My favorite villager of all time, it might be Ione, but I've never had Ione. But usually I say Freckles and Flurry are my 2 favorites. Well, that was a little anticlimactic because I didn't like lose it because we like didn't check someone off the list. But I do feel good about this. This is time though. I'm gonna go home. I can show you how I've gotten nothing done on this farm, island. And I'm gonna go and make sure the plot says sold. And then we'll probably end for the night because I'm already past when I wanted to. Evil, I appreciate that. I am searching organically. Part of the fun of the process, because I'm a streamer, is to do villager hunting, because usually the streams are pretty fun, and we love to see who we get and who we'd like to talk about, who's our favorites and least favorites and all that. And I want to do the process of how many villagers it's actually going to take me. I need to work on this. But there's not much to look at. You're not going to be impressed. But thank you, I do really appreciate it though. Hee. Yay. Hazel, hello. Okay, friends. I can give you, I guess, like a 30-second. I know, Chrissy. I'm just ending. We got Maple to fill. If he's zooming, then he definitely just loves the zoomies. He is. I'm telling you, every time I see Bones, he's got the zoomies. And I love that so much for him. Well, I'm so glad you found the community too. I'm so glad everyone's here tonight and has been enjoying all the fun the besties have to offer. Currently crying right now, JK. I'm sorry. The vibe, Sophie, is Stardew Valley. So we're trying to do a fairly similar replication as much as we can. So like, this is, I think, gonna be... I think we're going to put Elliot's house here, and then we're going to treat, essentially, the airport as Willie's, because I don't have another option. And then I need to move this house, and we're going to make this Lewis's house. We've got our bridge with the museum, and then this is a placeholder for Clint's house. I'm using pergolas to represent homes until I place them. Bones is such a good boy. So... I'm thinking when I come back next, maybe next Friday night is the earliest I can stream, but I also might need a night to just chill when I get back. If not, then not this upcoming weekend, but the weekend after, I'm sure we'll play plenty of Stardew Valley and start terraforming, because I might need a break from villager hunting. But thank you all so much for being here. We are gonna go raid, of course. So if you're over on the purple app, make sure to copy the raid messages. If you're a regular viewer, you can just copy the regular raid message, and if you're a sub, you can copy the sub raid message. But we are gonna go raid somebody in just a second. Let me set up the... Let's see. But yeah, I do stream typically. Mondays I stream Stardew Valley. Thursdays I stream Animal Crossing. And then if I stream other days like today, it's usually Animal Crossing, so we can keep growing and making progress on this island. I'm seeing who else is streaming Animal Crossing on ShmooTube. Not seeing a ton. It's okay. I'll do that at a different time. Okay, let's properly go raid somebody. Thank you so much. I'm sure I'll have a lot to say when I get back. I feel like I either have no choices on who to raid based on who I follow, and then I have too many. Right now, I feel like I have too many. Someone's doing a DK60. Okay, I usually, if I'm villager hunting, I like to find someone who's villager hunting, so let's raid them, because they're villager hunting for Louie. For their Donkey Kong 64 Island, which is such a fun theme. So thanks all for being here. Bye, friends.
Rolled.